Alright guys, let's go ahead and keep it going here. UFC 208, HOLM versus DE RANDAMIE. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about the main card now. Gonna give you guys my picks and predictions, as always. So let's go ahead and start with the first fight on the main card. Pay-per-view, we got Dustin Poirier versus Jim Miller. Should be a good fight here. Poirier's coming off a knockout loss. Miller, he's looking pretty good now again. He was kind of like on a losing streak. Now he's back, getting some submission wins or just winning the fights. He got like a 2 or 3 fight win streak. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take Dustin Poirier here in this fight, guys. He's obviously the better striker, and if you don't think so, then well, I don't know what to say about that. I think he's for sure the better striker here. Jim Miller has obviously the grappling advantage, but the thing is he gonna be able to take Poirier down? See, he might be able to get a takedown, but I think Poirier will get back up on his feet. Poirier has been improving his wrestling game overall. He's just becoming more well-rounded. He was looking super good before that knockout loss. So I really like Dustin Poirier in this fight, guys. I just think he's going to be able to get that finish. He's going to get back to his aggressiveness again. Just needs to improve his striking defense, which that seems to be his problem. Whenever he gets clipped clean, he gets finished. Jim Miller here, not known for huge knockout power. If you look at his record there, of course, this is MMA. You never know. He could catch him clean and knock him out. But I think Poirier here, will fight smart, will win the fight, and I think he's going to give me a finish here. So I'll take Dustin Poirier here, guys, to win by second round knockout. Alright, next fight here on the card, we got Glover Teixeira versus Cannonier. One of my favorite fighters here, Glover. It's coming off a knockout loss to Rumble Johnson, but he took some time off, so he should be a lot better now. Cannonier's coming off a win against Ian Kutaleba, who's a decent fighter, kind of just a brawler. Cannonier was able to win that fight, but he almost got. I think that was kind of a close fight in a way. Kutaleba almost could have had him, but Kutaleba started gassing in the fight. Anyways, Cannonier used to be a former heavyweight, now at light heavyweight. Glover still has the height advantage here, and Cannonier has a 1-inch reach advantage. But anyways, Glover's a well-rounded fighter, guys. This guy's a good boxer with an excellent ground game. But where we got Cannonier here, who's mostly just a striker. I mean, he got really fast hands, guys. He has some good boxing. He has fast hands, really good power. But he's not no Rumble Johnson. But if he's able to take out Glover, man, it's gonna really put his name high up there. But I really think Glover here took the time off needed to recover from that knockout. And overall, I think Glover should be able to outclass him in this fight, guys. Cannonier not really good with his take on the fence. You guys can see there in his stats below. Kutaleba was able to take him down. Kutaleba is not, a super good wrestler. Neither is Glover, but Glover is excellent with his takedowns, and he's really good on the ground. When he's on top of you, he works for a submission or he beats you up from the top, with that ground and pound. So overall, I just think Glover here is just too well-rounded for Cannonier. But Cannonier has a puncher's chance here, but I'm not willing to pick Cannonier, just based on that, But if you're playing DraftKings, maybe you could give him a try. But on DraftKings, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Glover on all my lineups. Yeah, I just think Glover's gonna be able to get a finish here. Also, guys, I think Glover gets a second round submission win. I think the first round will be a little bit tough because Cannonier is gonna come out aggressive and hot. But when it comes to the second round, he's gonna start getting tired. Glover, with his veteranship, he's gonna be able to take over the fight, be able to get a takedown, get a submission on Cannonier. So Glover, second round submission. Next fight, we got Jacare versus Tim Boetsch. Yeah, kind of a similar fight here in a way to the Teixeira, except, well, not super similar, but how Tim Boetsch has the power and Cannonier has that power. Well, Souza here, he's durable. Also, he's really good, man. This guy's a beast on the ground. He's also developing his striking game, but I don't think he's gonna want to miss too much on the feet with Tim Boetsch. Boetsch packs a lot of power. As you can see, his knockout wins right there. He's on a little bit of a win streak right now, 2-fight win streak. Obviously, Jacare's a beast, just always finishing people on the ground. But he does have a finish over Vitor Belfort. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Jacare on this one. First of all, Jacare, like I said, he's just a beast, and it's gonna be hard for Tim Boetsch to get in a firefight with Jacare here. Jacare is too smart of a fighter. He's gonna want to take him down. Takedown doesn't work. He's gonna time some sort of takedown eventually, and he's gonna get Tim Boetsch down. And when Boetsch is on the ground, his takedown defense isn't super good. I mean, it's decent, but I think Jacare is going to be very aggressive with the takedown. Very aggressive early to try to get him to the ground and get that finish. But yeah, once he gets to the ground, I think Jacare is enough straight up maul him on the ground. This guy's always getting first round or second round submissions on the ground. Once he has you on the ground, he finishes you. You guys remember that Tim Boetsch fight? Pretty sure it was him against Luke Rockhold. Rockhold, he would catch him with a submission early in the fight. I think it was first or second round. I'm pretty sure Jacare here is pretty much on the same level as Rockhold. Actually, he's better on the ground than Rockhold, but what I'm saying here is if Rockhold could do it, Jacare could obviously do it himself. So I think Jacare here should be able to get it done. Plus, like I said, Boetsch here doesn't really fare well against good submission fighters. So unless Boetsch catches him clean early, which he can, there's no other way for Boetsch to win this fight. I don't think Boetsch can win by decision. I think the only way Boetsch wins is by knockout. But I think Jacare, like I said, should be able to avoid the big punches, work for that takedown, get the takedown, and then work for a submission. So I'll go ahead and pick Jacare in this fight, and I think he's going to get a second round submission. Alright, now for the co-main event, guys, we got Anderson Silva versus Derek Brunson. Should be a fun fight. Could be short or could be a decision long fight. Silva, obviously, one of the GOATs. Obviously, I would call him just the GOAT, man. This guy's a beast. Obviously, he's past his prime now, but he's still beast. Excellent striker. Takedown defense isn't super good. Doesn't have really good submissions, but he's primarily just a really good striker. But obviously, like I said, he could pull off some submissions though. But then we got Derek Brunson here, who's a good wrestler with excellent knockout power. Was looking really good in his fights till he finally got caught against Robert Whittaker. And of course, I picked Whittaker in that fight. First of all, Whittaker is just a beast, and I thought for sure he would be able to take out Brunson. I didn't think he was going to finish him in that first round, but yeah, anyways, Brunson, guys, this guy has a weakness in his fighting style. He likes to be very aggressive in his fights early. That's why he has 4 first-round knockouts in his last 5 fights. In his last fight, he got knocked out in the first round. Pretty much, this guy, he's, live by the sword, die by the sword type of fighter. But I know I think now he's been talking about like he wants to go to his wrestling now and whatnot. He doesn't want to let Silva, obviously knock him out on the feet. So I think Brunson's gonna go back to his wrestling here. But I really think eventually he's gonna want to stand up a little bit with Silva. Maybe it could be early, it could be late, but I think Silva here, when he's standing, he's gonna have a huge advantage. Brunson lacks striking defense. He gets caught very easily. Leaves his chin very high. And like I said, Anderson Silva, man, this guy's the GOAT. Excellent counter striker. He will counter strike you, obviously moving backwards and whatnot. And I think he can catch Brunson, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take the spider here, Silva. I think he's going to be able to get that second round knockout, guys. Like I said, if Brunson comes out with this really heavy wrestling game plan, this could be bad, obviously. Maybe Brunson gets that, that boring decision win. Or if Brunson actually does trying to go for the knockout, which actually would be very impressive if he does finish Silva, then he might get caught himself. And yeah, Silva could knock him out. So I'm going to take Silva here, guys. He's obviously the better striker, like I said, and he's really good with his counter attack, counter striking ability. And if he could just keep it on the feet long enough to catch Brunson, should be able to get that finish. So Silva, second round knockout. Alright, now for the main event, guys, we got HOLM versus germaine the randomie. Yeah, it should be a fun fight. 2 strikers. HOLM obviously comes from that that boxing background, with boxing / kickboxing background, whereas the randomie comes from that kickboxing / multi background. HOLM's obviously really good with her footwork. Good movement, obviously, with the footwork. Throws those quick jabs out. Excellent head kicks also. She also does some side kicks. Overall, just a really good kind of a kickboxing style. The randomie here, very multi-style. She moves forward a lot, very aggressive, throws a lot of power shots, excellent clinch. You know, likes throwing those knees to the belly, where she does a lot of damage. This should be a really fun fight, man. So we got HOLM here with the footwork versus de Randamie with that, you know, with that power. So the way I see this fight playing out is I see, you know, obviously the fight starting. Holly using her footwork, maybe timing a takedown or just, you know, jabbing away at de Randamie. I think de Randamie here is going to want to move forward a lot, you know, with that flat-footed multi-style. You know, de Randamie here not really known for having really good footwork, and when she's moving forward, Holm's going to be able to catch her with those shots, with some shots, you know, those 1-2s, you know, those jabs and whatnot. Maybe even set up a takedown, like I'm saying. You know, she is training at Greg Jackson's camp, which is a really good camp. I know she's been working on her jiu-jitsu game, so de Randamie here is not really good on the ground at all. So Holm here could take the fight to the ground, but if it stays standing, I really think Holm's going to use a game plan, kind of like the Ronda Rousey fight. Just obviously stay on the outside, use her footwork, her movement, and her counter striking to be able to win the fight and, you know, outscore de Randamie on the judges' scorecards. So I really see de Randamie just getting outstruck the whole fight with the counter striking. I don't really see Germaine de Randamie here just like, you know, loading up on shots and then hitting Holm. I don't think Holm's really that easy to hit. She has excellent striking defense. Like I said, she moves well. It's going to be hard to hit her. So de Randamie here is going to have some sort of really good game plan to counter Holly Holm's movement. And if Germaine here actually wants to be the counter striker like Shevchenko was, that doesn't really fit her style. De Randamie is not really a counter striker. Her style is move forward and attack. That classic multi-style, very aggressive. And, you know, that really favors Holly Holm here. And I really can't believe Holly Holm's, you know, the underdog. I know she's lost 2 fights in a row. Shevchenko's obviously a beast. And Tate, well, she just ended up getting caught there. She was going to win that fight anyway. So I don't know why she's the underdog. de Randamie, I like her style. You know, how she moves forward and is very aggressive in attacks. But I think it's the perfect, you know, stylistic matchup for Holm to just be able to counter her and just jab away, outscore her, and outpoint her in the fight. So for that, I'm going to have to go ahead and pick Holly Holm here in this fight, guys. I don't think there's going to be a finish here. I think Holm's going to be able to win by decision, just outscoring Germaine de Randamie over the 5 rounds. It'd be really impressive, though, if Germaine is actually able to, you know, have a firefight with Holly Holm. But Holly Holm, that's not her style, guys. She doesn't like getting hit a lot. You know, she uses her footwork, like I said. So she's not going to be there for those shots. So I think, also another thing though, de Randamie here, her opponents that she fought are all kind of low level opponents here in the UFC. All the opponents she beat in the UFC, they don't even have a single win in the UFC. Pretty much she beat bums in the UFC, and they're not even in the UFC anymore. So Germaine also hasn't faced the higher level competition like Holly Holm. That's just another thing to throw out there. So yeah, I just don't think de Randamie is gonna be able to get this win, guys. So anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. Holly Holm by decision. So that's it, guys, for my picks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think about these picks. Let me know who you guys pick. You know. So just a quick little recap here. I'm not gonna go over all my picks. Actually, I'm just gonna say which picks I think might fail me here. So I think Jared Brooks here could maybe fail me here. Nick Lance is another one who could let me down. And maybe Anderson Silva also. Everybody else, I think I'm very confident with the rest of my picks. If you guys don't know the rest of my picks on the FS1's prelims and the Fight Pass prelims, check out those videos. But I think only those 3 guys might be able to let me down. Other than that, I think I should do very well on this card. So that's going to be it, guys. Also, of course, as always, if you guys are good with your picks but don't play DraftKings, check out my description below. I got a link right there to join DraftKings. Let's go ahead and make some of that money. I already made my lineup, so yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're a new viewer, I do these videos every week or whenever there's a UFC card. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Enjoy the fights, and yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next video.